Final Destination 2. Honestly, this whole series is fine. It's like the acting. At least I've only seen this one and the second one, but still, from the movies I've seen, the acting is it's fine at best. The coolest things about these movies are the kills. The kills are really awesome. Like the kills are above average, and worth price of admission alone, I'd say. But I digress. Let's look at the trailer for fun. This is working. I just want to make sure. Yeah, it looks legit. We're doing this. I'm gonna find it. Okay, here it is. I think we're gonna watch YouTube together. Oh yeah. This is entertainment.
Canadian Tire presents the Autumn Air.
You gotta have the Autumn Air commercial.
You can be prepared to take on anything this fall. Anything.
All right, let's go.
Get all things cleaning at Canadian Tire.
Whoa, here we go. Spooky. Whoa, you see? Okay, the driving scene's so cool. We'll talk about it. It's like the main part of the movie, obviously. So they nailed that part, to be fair. And like the logic of these movies, like I don't know, a lot of things just don't make sense, but you just gotta be like, okay, whatever. Let's see some crazy kills, you know? There is an end. Oh. I mean, yeah, like the effects are awesome in this.
Kimberly, look at me. Oh my god. What did you see? There's gonna be a huge accident.
Yeah.
Being alive after we were supposed to die, it caused a rift in Death's design.
Which means death could
Candyman. I think he's in the first one too. I forget kind of, honestly.
Bad feeling.
Are they gonna show the kills in the trailer? I guess you can't. They have to just show like almost the kill. But yeah, man, oh, the kills. Oh, deathiscoming.com. They got that website for the domain. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was the trailer. That's all we'll watch, and then we'll bring back the just the me window for now. But yeah, this is Final Destination 2. So let's talk about it. Alright, this one was fun. I thought about watching for this week, but I had to watch the latest controversies on Netflix. That's fair. I don't have Netflix right now, so I know what you're talking about. I think like Jeffrey Dahmer, and there's also that Marilyn Monroe movie people have been talking about is terrible. But I don't have Netflix, so I can't do it. But you know what? That's okay. We have Final Destination 2, which, if you recall, last year I reviewed Final Destination 1, and it was on Tubi, and this is also on Tubi. But Tubi puts movies on for a specific amount of time, and then takes them off. So if you want to watch Final Destination, any of I think they're all on there right now. Watch right now for the month of October. They get them on there, I think. Yep, those both. I knew it. I'm staying to tune with the news. I'm just not actually watching the content. But yeah. And also, if you notice, we got the donation goal and the follower goal. These are new things. I know, it's crazy. If you want to donate, please check out the donate link I'm about to put in. No pressure, of course. But I'll just put it there. Every bit helps to support my dream and the stream. Anyways, let's keep going with this movie. So, like I said, the movies are kind of lackluster in a way. I think they're all basically the same, at least for the ones that I've seen are. Jug, I also watched a series on Tupac and Biggie. No appearance from Shock. Oh, Shock. That's a shame. What the hell, hey? How could they? But anyways, back to this film. Final Destination 2. Like I said, though, the kills are awesome. They are so freaking good. So it starts off similar to the first one. The main character... I forget her name, but she's the main character. That's all that matters. She sees these premonitions of what's going to happen. She warns her friends. Oh yeah, we're gonna get killed in a car wreck right before the car wreck happens. And something else I want to point out, this person, this main character, female lead, she is bad at driving. And I'm not trying to be offensive in any way by saying that. Just like they show that she's bad at driving. I wouldn't feel safe with her right off the bat. I wouldn't want her driving. But because they almost get in an accident like 3 times before she gets the premonition or anything. So that's just a mild note, but like I guess she's a teenager or supposed to be a teenager or 20 something, so a young driver, I guess it's acceptable. But then the kills, like you see the first initial her vision of what's gonna happen with the big pile up. F-Duty is pretty good for what was going on in the movies in the thousands. Hey, that's fair enough. Honestly, I didn't hate this, and this is gonna be a generally positive review. I'm gonna give it above 5. Obviously, I like because the kills are above average. Like it's worth the price of admission alone, just for those kills. It's crazy how good this looks. The effects look so realistic, and those parts they're jarring, some of them, but damn, they did a good effect. I'll talk about some of my favorite kills soon. Better than House of Wax, for instance. Hey, that's fair. We reviewed that one a little while ago. I didn't hate it. It was kind of... There's a lot of problems with it, but it was still kind of fun. And yeah, this one I think I would say is technically better than House of Wax for sure. I would give it that. But yeah, what else to say about this? Let's look up the IMDb. And again, we can, for fun, because why not? Let's, again, put up stuff behind me. I'll first look up the IMDb page. This will give us some more info and whatnot, and I'll get into the characters. And there's not many notable actors, not like the first one. Like the first one had like a lot of notable actors. Liv Tyler, I think, comes back. That was the only character that comes back from the first one, so that's cool. But yeah, let's go into IMDb. Final Destination 2. Yes. Let's find it. 2003. So I think the first one was 2000 or 2001, but that's not important because we're doing the second one right now. So yeah, let's put this in the background for fun, because why not? Because we have the technology now, so I'm going to use the technology. There it is. There's a Tylenol ad. Anyway, yeah, look at that. The technology is real. The thousands was a dark time for cinema. Honestly, I disagree, only because 2001 specifically is my favorite year for cinema. I mean, come on. We got Legally Blonde, Rat Race, Pootie Tang. Lots of films that I really like. Monkey Bone. Lots of films from 2001 that rock my world. But I get what you mean. But I'm specifically talking about 2001. Don't Freeze, you bastard. What are you talking about? What is that? But yeah, Pootie Tang. Are we talking about Pootie Tang? Anyway. Let's get this going. So yeah, everyone talks about the log part specifically, like that scene. Well, and there's this, like, we're sort of watching it there in the trailer, where her first premonition I was talking about, the main character sees how everyone's going to die in this huge car wreck. Police officer gets killed by one of the logs that comes through the windshield, and they all die in really gruesome ways, and it looks really awesome. And then, of course, these movies, if you don't know the plot, they cheated death by her getting them out of the way of the pileup. So then death has to kill them off in different obscure ways later on in life so that they can catch up and kill who's supposed to be dead because of the way the world works or whatever. Something like that. Anyway. But yeah, this movie, I think it did probably pretty well. All these movies I think are profitable. It's a profitable franchise. But no, what did it get? I actually went by 6.2 out of 10. That's actually not bad for IMDb. That's about where I would put it roughly. For me, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower. I haven't actually decided yet, but around there for sure. That seems about right to me. But hey, like all these actors, I don't know them. who is they? Who are any of these people except for where's the guy who played Candyman? He's only in one scene. Tony Todd. He's Candyman. But and I'm sure these people are in other stuff. But I don't know any of them. I'm sure they're in other stuff. But and yeah, the acting is just sort of meh to me. The coolest thing about this is the effects, the kills, very like I'm gonna say. And some of the things that they try to make sense, I don't really get. But that's sort of the way these supernatural movies go. Sometimes you just, even if it doesn't make sense, you kind of just have to be like, oh well, it's magic or it's supernatural, so you gotta just let it slide. But to a certain extent, I don't know. I don't know about some of the things that go down in this movie. Like they say that it's a reverse order this time, and I don't really get why it would do that, but they explain it sort of, but it just doesn't make sense to me because in the first movie, it's the order of people that die is how they would die in the plane accident, but then they have some reason that it would be reversed because she was like pulled out of the way, or she pushed someone out of the way, so it changed everything. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, I still liked this movie. It was still enjoyable. With Final Destination, yeah, magic is fine. Exactly. But you just sort of have to turn off your brain and be like, okay, well, it is what it is. Let's just watch some cool kills. And that's sort of what I did do. And man, one thing I wanted to note too is every time that she gets a premonition and is like, oh no, we got to warn this person because I know that they're going to die in this way, or something to do with pigeons or whatever she sees in her head. So she goes, every time she goes to save the person though, the same thing fucking happens. So you think that they catch on. They die because of the warning. Like, the funny one is that they go to warn this kid that he's going to die because she sees pigeons. And so she goes to them and she's like, the pigeons! Watch out, the pigeons, you're gonna die, or something like that. And so the kid goes up to the pigeons and starts scaring them, but then a big construction crane drops a huge load on him and kills him. So, and something similar happens later on. Every time she tries to warn, they die. So you think, wouldn't she cue into that? Like, what if I just don't warn them? Then maybe they'll actually be okay. But I don't know. Here's the premise. Fuck your science and logic. Yeah, that's basically it. No, you're right. You're right, Stevie. But I have to go into these sort of details, being the thorough critic that I am. I'm just kidding. I'm not thorough. But we do have the technology. And yeah, now I'm looking on the IMDb page here. And yeah, there's so many of these. There's 6 or 7 of these films. It's just fucking nuts, really. But is Final Destination 2 based on a book? That's a question people ask. Is it? No, I'm curious. Is this a book series? I don't know. If there's no answer, why even have that question there? Oh well. Let's go back to the very bottom and see the budget. If there even is that information here. Technical specs, hour and 30 minutes. Can't really complain about the runtime. It's palatable. It's not movie's not super boring. There's just some things that aren't the best with it, but it's not undeniably not bad. And hey, look, budget $26 million. It grossed worldwide $90 million. Opening weekend was only 16, so they were probably a little worried with that opening weekend. But then the worldwide gross that more than makes up for it, and then of course excuses the sequels. And eventually I will try to review all these because I forget which one it is, but I think the 5th one or something like that has the best reviews out of all of them. Because almost all these movies, if not all of them, are rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. So I'd be interested to see why the 5th one is the best, but who knows? F2T, literally the only thing I remember is the blonde kid hiding in the shed, being paranoid about everything that could kill him. Maybe that's this one? I'm trying to think. I don't know. They all sort of meld together, honestly. So if it is this one, that's fair. If it's not, also fair. It's possible. This movie is fun though. Like, I can't deny that I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Out of curiosity, let's look up all the Final Destination movies. On Rotten Tomatoes, I'm curious which one's the best according to the critics. So we can maybe look forward to reviewing some of the other ones another day. But yeah, let's go. Final Destination, Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, like this one only has 35, and this is the first one. Usually the first one's the strongest of the series. But honestly, I think I did like the second one more. It had like more oomph. The kills were more defined. The facts looked better. I could have rewatched. I opted out. I think that was this one. That's fair. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Final Destination 2. What's it got? On Rotten Tomatoes. That's the one we're doing right now, obviously. I feel like it has more. Like, do they get better with each movie? This one got better. Up to 48%. They're getting better. There you go. And I would agree that this one's better than the first one. I don't think they deserve this low of ratings, though. I would give these above 50, personally. But, you know, teach their own. Audience score gives it a little higher, but not much higher. 10% more. This is just out of pure curiosity. Let's do Final Destination 3. I want to see which one's the highest out of curiosity. 3 Rotten Tomatoes. And this one's a little lower than the second one, so they're sort of stewing in that 40% area. I wonder if any of them get fresh. And then the audience score is similar in the 50s again. Final Destination 4. There's so many of these friggin' movies. I am just curious, though. I want to know. Do you think 5 is the best one? I saw a meme earlier today that claims a hidden gem in one of the newer ones. Yeah, that's what I think. You're right. I think that's what's going to be the highest rating out of all these. Or is Final Destination 4 called Final Destination? Or The Final Destination? Or some shit? Oh wait, yeah, it is. It's The Final Destination, which is confusing because then right after it's, I think, Final Destination 5. So it's 27%. Yeah, and that's a stupid name. If it's not gonna be the last one, that's dumb. This is the worst one so far for ratings, critic score. Let's go back. Final Destination 5. And was Final Destination 5... Oh yeah, this is the one people say is the best. What year is this one? 2011. This was an actual fresh rating. 62%. Whoa, Soap Dirty. Holy shit. I know, Stevie's come back. Welcome, Stevie, back. Welcome, Soap Dirty. We're popping. Do you see the technology? Soap Dirty, do you see that I've moved on up with the technology? Oh my goodness. We're talking about Final Destination 2, but I'm just looking up all of them out of curiosity. This is the one to wait for. This is the one I'm most excited for because it's the only one with a fresh critic rating. So I'm curious. Just paid too much money on cordless power tools. That sucks. And masking tape for a few hours now. I'm doing a sick paint. At least you're doing a sick paint job. But that does suck about shit being expensive and stuff. Big Jelly. OBS be popping. It's not OBS. It's Streamlabs. I don't think I can use OBS. I've tried to. But Streamlabs works. So we're doing it. But yes, that technology, baby. We're here. We've made it. It took me long. I'm probably going to do some tweaks to the setup. But for now, this is what we got. To like how the camera's set up, and all that jazz. But yeah, this is the beginning of a new dawn, baby. Yes. Final Destination 5. I think is there more of these movies? Is this the last one? Final Destination 6. Is there 6 of these? Oh, I think there's only 5. I think 5 might be the newest one, perhaps. At least the one that I can find, because I already looked at the Final Destination. But that was 2009, so that was before Final Destination 5. So Final Destination 5 is really the Final Destination. So it's stupid that the 4th one, which apparently, according to the critics, is the worst one. Anyway, I'm getting too deep into this. And honestly, I don't have much to say that I haven't already said. Oh my goodness, let's put it on there because we don't want the inception that takes place. We watching all Final Destinations for Spooky. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them all in, honestly, but I will see. I have the what I do now is I just go through the list chronologically of how they're put in the list of when I put them in the list. So we'll see. It could happen, but we might be doing like one Final Destination a year or something like that. It's just whatever happens in the list, whatever I have available. If they pop up on Prime or whatever, YouTube, anything. The only things I have access to are Tubi, YouTube, and Amazon Prime. So that's what I got. But for now, skip to 5. Can we? I guess if it doesn't affect the continuity too much, maybe. But yeah, actors. Oh, actually, real quick, I kind of want to go back. Oh, I just realized we're in Inception right now. I want to go back to the IMDb page, actually. Because I wanted to check, is Liv Tyler in this? I think so. Let's look again. Out of curiosity. Because she plays Claire. Oh wait, no, that's not even her. I just thought she was Liv Tyler, but she's not Liv Tyler. Her name is Ali Larter. I don't know how I get them mixed up. But, I don't know. They don't even look that much alike. Or do they? Maybe they do. I don't know anymore. But I messed up. My point is, none of these people are really that well-known actors. Except for the Candyman. Because he's the Candyman. Tony Todd. Oh my goodness. What's going on? Whoa. Proud and Nasty in the house. Holy shit. Poop Hub access. Welcome. I'm reviewing Final Destination 2. Proud and Nasty. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just looking at the Final Destination 2 IMDb page. I wanted to see, I thought Liv Tyler was in this. Liv Tyler is not in this movie. But yeah, can we get a shout out for Proud and Nasty? If it's possible, please follow Proud and Nasty if you haven't. 5 is the one we're supposed to watch. I mean, it's the highest rated. Maybe we could skip to 5. We'll see. I think it is the Hidden Gem. Holy shit, it's Stevie. Holy shit, it's Soap Dirty. Soap Dirty, I mean. But yeah, we should try to watch. There's just so fucking many of these movies. I don't know if we can watch them all in October. We'll see. We will see. I don't want to commit to anything yet. Booty Hole Wormhole. GTFO. Don't tell Pickles that GTFO. Anyway, thanks for being here. You're crushing on Liv Tyler. Who isn't crushing on Liv Tyler? Come on. She's gorgeous. But anyways, let's get back to the business. And I'm pretty much done talking about this movie. So we're going to move on. There's one more movie review. Then we're going to do music. I might even end with gaming. I don't know. I'm so excited about the new setup. We'll see. But let's bring back the Just Me face. Yes. Oh yeah, we can do this. The science. I'm getting used to the science. Please bear with me here. Boom. Yes. All right. You're so fucking cute, kid. You mean me or Liv Tyler? But anyway, let's go. Let's rate this movie. I have the whiteboard here. I don't know how to display the title like I used to, so I just put it on the title of the stream. So I think that makes sense. But yeah, thanks for being here, folks. I'm excited to get to the next film, which is my favorite werewolf movie of all time. It's Silver Bullet. But first, I'm going to rate this movie. What should I rate Final Destination 2? So just a recap of basically everything I said. It's got some problems. Some of the acting's not great. Some things don't make sense, but you just sort of let your mind go and watch this. Before the kills. The kills are fantastic. So well done. So jarring. Definitely a step up from the first one, in my opinion. But yeah, damn. The kills, holy crap. I'm going to talk about my favorite kill. I said I was going to talk about all of them or some of them. I'm just going to talk about this one because it's cool. There's one where there's a character, one of the characters who's supposed to die because they were saved from the car wreck by the main character. He does cocaine. It's not really that important, but that's like his main character trait is that he does drugs. So the way he gets killed is kind of cool because this, you know how these movies go. Something like leaks and then water gets put on it and starts exploding. Something explodes and it makes a fence blow up and go towards this guy, and like the chain part of the fence cuts him. It's insane, and that was a really cool kill. I really like that one. But honestly, cool kills from the beginning to the end. Best parts of the movie for sure, and worth the price of admission. Like I said, not a perfect movie. Stevie's giving it 8 Stevies. I am going to give it mother lovin'. I'm feeling 6.5. That's me. This is just me. I feel like these movies probably get better. And I forget what I rated the first one, but ratings change. I would give it like a 6. This is 6.5. 6.5 out of 10. And maybe I did rate a 6, but I really don't remember. Final Destination, 6.5 out of 10 ducks.